So I did my proposal on creatine monohydrate and the effects on young adults and if it helps recovery compared to not taking it at all. And then for specific aims, creatine monohydrate can help muscle growth and recovery. An article written in 2021 says that the group that took creatine saw benefits on performing in the gym and in recovery. And then a study done on athletes found that it is one of the best supplements for athletes to take too. And then our proposal is to make sure that creatine monohydrate is a safe and effective supplement to take, meaning that there's no negative side effects or anything. And then the same study mentioned earlier also said that you need to be drinking enough water throughout the day for it to be effective. So basically that if you're not drinking enough water, it's really not going to do anything for you. So the amount of water you should drink is around 8 to 10 cups of water daily, depending on per person. And then our hypothesis is that taking creatine monohydrate will help promote muscle recovery and will give you more energy in the gym by expanding your phosphagen levels, which is basically your fast-acting energy system for explosiveness, which is also why it's really good for athletes and stuff. And it is expected that if you take creatine that you will see some form of benefit in the gym. And then for significance, the combination of creatine monohydrate and exercise attended inflammation and etiologically dysfunction markers among heart failure patients. These results are ideal for unhealthy people looking to take creatine because it is proven to be safe for them. And there has been studies on creatine for over 30 years, so the long-term effects have been studied, and there is no evidence on negative side effects. So basically, it's one of the safest supplements to take, and creatine is one of the most studied supplements on the market as of right now. And then supplementation periods as short as 3 to 5 days are sufficient to improve in exercise capacity, anaerobic capacity, power, and sport-specific tasks being observed. So it's very fast acting, so if you take it, you can see results within 3 to 5 days. And there are many benefits for young adults to take creatine. The positive impact that would come from this could be beneficial to achieving your goals in the gym. And then for innovation, this proposal is a departure from the status quo because it takes all the good elements from different studies into one proposal. Most of the studies don't take a look at the fact that people have different genetics. So people can respond differently and stuff to taking creatine. For example, someone could take creatine and it not have an effect at all on them, and then another person could take it and then see results within 3 days. So different people's bodies respond differently to supplements. So that's good to have in mind too, but which a lot of studies don't. And this study that I found analyzes these twins with the same genetics. So this method gets rid of all the complications of having different genetics, basically, because they're twins and they have the same biology and all that. And another factor that can be flawed is that people train at different intensities, and they also get their diet on track because they're in a study, and take it more seriously just because they're in a study. So that's also another thing to look at. That could be an implication. And it is important to monitor those factors when conducting a study. So make sure that all the groups have the same diet and workout plan and stuff like that. And now moving on to the approach. This study is not going to be randomized, and it will have 2 groups. Both of the groups will be doing the same workout routine and be on the same meal plan to avoid any complications I was talking about where it comes to different training intensities and eating differently. So those both aspects will be monitored and stuff by being put on the same workout routine, and they'll be eating the same thing too. and this will be done to avoid any imbalances due to diet and exercise, which, like I said, are huge factors in muscle growth. Once the 3 weeks are complete, we will take final measures of their 1 rep maxes, their body fat percentage, and their weight, just to see if their weight's gone up because of creatine. And because usually your weight will go up a couple pounds on taking creatine. It usually is water weight because you retain water. And then we'll test the 1 rep maxes too, and also their body fat percentages. So if their body composition changes at all and stuff. And then all the measurements will be evaluated and compared to see if there are any differences in the group that took the creatine opposed to the group not taking the creatine. So basically what that means is that we'll measure both the two groups, and if the group that took the creatine has will most likely have a higher body weight. And then the strengths of the study are the use of a control group, and that it is not randomized. And then this will create a result that represents young adults. Because if we were to do it randomized, then that would represent the whole population basically. And this proposal is just to focus on young adults and how creatine affects them and stuff. And then here are my references and everything.